As the year draws to a close, we find ourselves witnessing a world fractured by a series of deeply unsettling events. We see the escalating unrest in Bangladesh, where anti-India and anti-Hindu sentiments have led to reports of public executions and horrific violence. We look towards Australia, reeling from a massacre fueled by anti-Semitic hatred, and observe with concern as Donald Trump's claims over Venezuelan oil threaten to trigger yet another international conflict. Meanwhile, the war between Russia and Ukraine continues with no end in sight, and the accelerating climate crisis poses an existential threat to species across the globe. Indeed, the number of problems across the globe worth talking about is beyond counting. From north to south, east to west, the weight of these realities is felt in every corner of the map. However, precisely because the shadows have grown so long, we have decided to talk about something else. Whilst acknowledging the gruesome realities of our planet, we believe there is a profound necessity in remembering the stories that remind us of our capacity for light. To find the strength to face a difficult tomorrow, we often need to look back at the once-upon-a-times that have sustained the human spirit for centuries. Long before the modern holiday season, the end of December was a pivot point for humanity. For our ancestors, this was the time of the winter solstice, the shortest day and the longest, most daunting night of the year. In a world without electricity, the death of the sun was a terrifying prospect, and so, people across the globe created rituals to beckon the light back. The Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a week of gift-giving and merriment where social orders were briefly reversed, and the Persian tradition of Yalda saw families staying awake all night to protect each other from the darkness. Many ancient deities, from the Persian Mithras to the Egyptian Horus, were celebrated as being born during this period, symbolizing the unconquered sun rising again to defeat the cold. This ancient pining for the light eventually wove itself into the Christian nativity. When the 25th of December was adopted as the birthday of Christ, it wasn't just a date on a calendar, it was a symbolic takeover of the solstice. The Star of Bethlehem became the new sun, a guiding light meant to shine for everyone, regardless of status. It is a story of a humble beginning in a troubled land, reminding us that hope does not always arrive with fanfare or armies, but often in the quietest, most vulnerable forms. As the centuries turned, this message took on a more tangible, human face through a tapestry of legends. The figure we now call Santa Claus is a composite of many souls. There was the historical Saint Nicholas of Myra, a 4th-century Greek bishop who famously saved 3 daughters from destitution by tossing gold through their window under cover of night. But there were others, too, the Scandinavian Joulupukki or Yule goat, who evolved from a pagan winter spirit into a benevolent bringer of joy, and the British Father Christmas, who originally personified the spirit of feasting and good cheer. Whether he is called Sinterklaas in the Netherlands, Père Noël in France, Dead Morrows in Eastern Europe, or the Finnish Vanhus, these figures all represent a universal human impulse, the desire to provide for others and to create a moment of wonder in the middle of a cold winter. We tell these stories of ancient sun gods, humble mangers, and secret gift givers, not to ignore the darkness, but to defy it. The celebration of the season is, at its heart, an educational journey into our shared history. It teaches us that for thousands of years, humans have looked at the gruesome realities of their time and chosen to respond with light and kindness. As 2025 comes to a close, our wish for you is one of peace and perspective. From north to south and east to west, may you find the strength to be a secret Nicholas to anyone in need. Remember that this spirit of care extends beyond our own kind. It is found in the hand extended to a struggling neighbor, and just as deeply in the heart that opens its home to a stray animal seeking the warmth of a loving family. Let us spread kindness and love to every living soul that shares this fragile earth. May the ancient tradition of celebrating the light's return give you hope for the year ahead, and may the magic of these fairy tales remind you that kindness is the only thing that truly travels across every border. Wishing you and yours a peaceful and happy holiday season.